All right, let's start in downward facing dog and take a few moments there. Neutral wrists, long arms, tone in the abdominals, length down the back of the legs, and lift of the hips. How slowly can you walk forward here to the top of your mat? Feet arrive. Halfway lift on arrival, inhale breath. And then ragdoll, hold the elbows. Nod the head, sway the torso, bounce and move a little. And then dangle the arms towards the earth, fingertips maybe touch. Starting to roll up the spine, vertebra by vertebra, bone by bone, and you're transmitting the energy from the earth through the legs as you tone the muscles, neutral the pelvis, draw the belly button in, mountain pose on arrival, arms roll up and back, long beside body, fingers spread wide, crown of head lifted. Drishti focus point on the horizon. Stand tall. Stand confident, stand strong. Just be with your body, your breath for a moment. And then bring your hands to your heart space, big toes to touch. Samashtiti. Maybe draw your chin towards your chest and connect with Ujjayi breath if you know the practice. Set an intention if you're working with one. Inhale, upward salute. Look up, lift up, rise up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, have a lovely flow as you fold to the earth and hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, crown of head lifts and extends forward. Plant the hands, step back to high plank and a long hold in the plank. And then lower the knees, the chest and the chin and slither forward to a cobra pose. Hold there, point the elbows back. Press through the tops of the feet and then round back to downward facing dog. Now walk forward to the top of your mat, halfway lift on the inhale and fold on the exhale breath. Inhale to sky, hands out wide, palms touch overhead. Exhale, return to the earth. Halfway lift, inhale, step back, right foot, left foot, high plank, lower through knees, chest and chin, and then slither forward to cobra, inhale, and then back to downward facing dog, exhale, breath. So as we walk forward now, maybe there's a little more pace, bigger steps, that's your exhale, then you find a halfway lift, inhale, and fold, exhale, up to the sky, inhale, and return to the earth, exhale breath. Halfway lift, inhale. This time step your right foot back, left foot back, high plank. Knees, chest, chin is the exhale. Inhale to the cobra. Upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes. Downward facing dog. Walking forward now with a bit more vigor. Halfway lift on the inhale, fold, exhale. Sky on the inhale. Maybe a back bend now as you tone the fronts of the legs. Exhale, fold to the earth. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back, high plank. Low plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Look forward, bend the knees, hop forward perhaps. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sky. And exhale, earth. Halfway lift. Maybe a hop back now to high plank, low plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Look forward. Hop forward. Yogi squat. Hands at the heart space. Feet are wide. Point the toes out. And stay here for a few moments. And then make it into a forward fold there by just lifting the hips, shuffling the feet parallel with the long edges of the mat, toes forward. And take the hands, peace fingers around the big toes. And take a deeper forward fold now. Use some of the bicep effort here. So really draw down with the fingers. Maybe the elbows bend and they point to the sides of your room. Deepen it again by lifting the feet and sliding the backs of the hands underneath. Palms up, backs of the hands down. Tickle for the wrists with the toes. Stay for a few more moments as you begin to release here. Chair pose, big toes touch, sit down into the seat, lightning bolt the body and look up at the hands if you can and harvest the energy between them. Tone the abdominals, neutral pelvis, and stay for a few more moments. And then fold on the exhale. Hop or step back to high plank, low plank. Inhale, up dog. And then exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left foot parallel, short edge of mat, warrior one. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, plant the hands down. Open twist, right hand sky, left hand earth. Step back to high plank and vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward and back foot 45-degree angle. Find your way into warrior one. Open twist to the left, hand lifts, look to the left. Step back to plank and vinyasa. Walk, step, hop forward to your chair pose. Sit down into the seat. So lightning bolt the body and now we're holding. Breathing. Where's your Ujjayi breath? Coming to heart center Samasthiti. Reconnect with your intention. Reconnect and recenter. Recalibrate. As we add a little more intensity now. Chair pose. Fold. Halfway lift. Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Right leg lift, right foot forward, left foot 45, warrior one, lift up, rise up. Interlace fingers behind the back, lift the chest proud on the inhale, and snuggle right shoulder into right inner knee. Humble warrior, knuckles to the sky behind you. Back foot, feel the pinky toe edge pressing down, and front heel grounds down. Unravel, open twist, right hand sky, rotate to the right. High plank. Low plank, exhale. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Let's do that on the left side. So left foot forward, back foot 45. Rise up to warrior one, hold. Humble warrior will interlace the hands. This time, take your unusual grip behind you. Proud, the chest lift up. Now, this time, the left shoulder wants to snuggle into inner left knee. Knuckles to sky behind you. Head heavy, so you can really feel the chin drawing closer to the chest. You're looking back, foot or maybe underneath your torso and thighs. Now, open twist, right hand earth, left hand sky, rotate. Come high onto the ball of the back foot. Long, strong back leg, step back to high plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, low plank. Exhale. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Look forward, step forward, hop forward, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sitting down into our seat, lightning bolting the body, holding. Heart center of the hands stand up, Samasthiti. There's the moment ago we were here, so now just take a moment just to settle. Before we set up for tree, so left foot roots down, right knee draws into chest. Open the knee out wide. Place the sole of the right foot above your left knee if you can. Below it would be better if you can't, or on the earth if you're unstable. Find that focus point on the horizon and settle in. Just let your rhythm of your breath be this beautiful metronome, pulsing in and out, anchoring and stabilizing you. Well done. Step the right foot down and take a moment in the center, and then just set it all up on the other side. Just pausing, being aware of the differences side to side, noticing, observing, and just settling in for that nice, long, juicy hold here. I'll come get you in a moment. Return the foot to the earth. Swing the hands up overhead. Inhale, upward salute. And then fold to the earth. Exhale. Step back to high plank and lower all the way down. Up dog on the inhale. Maybe a couple of breaths there in your up dog. Maybe a sway of the hips. Roll over the toes. Down dog. Hop forward to a seat. Cross your shins. Slide back down the mat so you sit on your buttocks with long legs. Dandasana. So palms of the hands beside your hips. Press down into the hands. Tone the upper arms. Tone the abdominals in. Maybe point the toes up to the ceiling or the sky. Arms up overhead. Forward fold here. The heart wants to guide you towards the big toes. So get this length along the spine. rather than rounding, sort of extending and widening the collarbones, drawing the chest forward. Stay for lift the chest and bend the right knee, so seated tree pose. Roll down the left leg. Reach the hands towards the left foot. Rockstar, right hand up, plant it behind you. Lift the pelvis and the hips to sky. So come onto right shin, plant the left foot, sweep the left arm overhead. Look behind you, see the world upside down and marvel at its beauty, and then switch it over. I beg your pardon, coming through to a twist here. So keep the right knee bent and bring the left upper arm on the outside edge of the right knee and rotate to the right. The foot of the right foot can be on the earth, or you could have crossed it over the left leg if that works for you. And just come back through your center, and now we'll switch it over. So left knee bends, left foot in the upper right thigh, seated tree, arms up overhead, and then roll down the right leg. And take a moment, take a few breaths. Rockstar, sweeps the left hand overhead, plant down through the hand, lift the pelvis down the left shin, right foot, plant the sole of the foot on the earth, right arm extends, maybe you look back or look to the side of your room. Coming back to earth, bending the left knee, right arm on the outside edge of the left knee, twist to the left, look behind you, look to the side, rotate and cleanse through the spinal column. Release the twist. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet on the earth. Modified boat pose. So holding the backs of your thighs, you start to lean back a little. Stay in the modified position if you're rounding into the low back and sacrum, or if you're able to sit up and perch up and away from the earth, maybe lift the shins, and another option would be to extend through the legs at the knee joint. Yogi's choice, but it's your body, your practice, your abdominals, and your ability to maintain this position for a few more moments. And then we can alternate some toe taps now. So shins will be parallel. Tap once, twice, and off you go for a few cycles. Once you've completed those, cross the shins, plant the hand, step back, and find your way to down dog. Right leg will lift, right knee and shin lowers to the earth for your half pigeon. Look over the left shoulder and run the left leg long down the parallel with the edges of your mat. Block underneath your right sit bones and buttocks and upper thighs. Just to elevate the hips and then slowly lower down onto the forearms. Softening the chest down and sort of texturizing all of those musculature and the tissues and the outer thigh and the hip of the right leg. And getting lovely extension along the front of the left leg. That's your long leg behind you. Just a few moments to pause in the stillness, tune into the sensations, be present with your breath. As you start to lift your chest, remove the prop from underneath you so you can step back to down dog and then just set it up on the other side straight away. Left knee, left shin down and through. Block underneath the hip. Peek over the right shoulder, run the leg parallel. As the sunshine just begins to creep over the horizon and through the deck. Stepping back to down dog and lowering all the way down to your tummies. Once you arrive, find a locus. Maybe you interlace your hands behind your back, lift the limbs behind you, point the toes, widen the collarbones, and let's see if you can lift a blueberry up with your belly button. And then as you release all of that, hands underneath your shoulders, bend the knees, reach back, and see if you can catch your feet. Dhanurasana, bow pose here. As the feet press into the hands, that's what gives you the lift away from the earth. The collarbones are nice and wide. You soften the expression in your jaw and your face. And just find a point of focus just on the horizon. And as you release that, press back into a wide-kneed child's pose position. Big toes touch. Torso drapes between the thighs. Arms reach out in front of you. Lifting your torso, releasing your legs, hugging the knees in as you lie down on your back into a happy baby. Sometimes it feels nice just to tuck the chin towards the chest and get more length down the back of your neck. Now give yourself a lovely big cuddle as you release. Knees towards your forehead. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then let the legs lengthen out. Let the arms lengthen out. And arrive in your Shavasana. And I'll give you a few minutes here. So I'll come get you in a moment. jaw is relaxed. Your skeleton rests gently down in the tissues of your body. Your breath is easeful. Your eyes feel like beautiful, cool pools of water. And slowly come back into your body as you wiggle the fingers, wriggle the toes, roll the wrists and roll the ankles. Hug the knees and give yourself a lovely big cuddle. Squeeze. Only time today you're going to make yourself small. Live large, live big. Cross the shins as you rock and roll up. Bring your hands to your heart space. Or on your knees and just take a moment for yourself. Thank yourself for showing up and practicing today. Well done. Hands to the heart space, chin to chest. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Greet this beautiful version of yourself and the remainder of your day with the Hindi word Namaste.